Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over a simple tutorial on how to build an object for OpenBVE. Now, most of you guys do not know how to code objects like this for OpenBVE, which really limits your options when you want to operate certain routes or certain equipment because you don't know how to construct them. Well, today I'm going to show you how to build this basic square using simple code. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do before having any of this is you need to go to your files with your objects and you have to create a new object, which I have right here. The way to do this is by right-clicking. You want to select the new option and text document. Then you want to name your text document the name of your object. So you would name it, for in this video we're going to name this new object, and then you want to change the txt to a b3d. This is how you will be able to build objects in BVE, because the only formats you're able to open in Object Viewer are the b3d and the .csv format. You can't use the txt. I already have it built right. I already have this object right here, so I'm going to skip this step. I don't need to redo that, but you guys should. Now, I'm going to open it up here in Notepad. As you can see, this is the current code that I have for this square. But we're going to start from scratch, so I can really explain to you what's going on here. Now, if I open up Object Viewer here, or if I open up Notepad, the first thing you're going to want to type is a thing called Mesh Builder. Why do we do this? Well, this is how this appears on our screen. This is how we are able to use this and open this object. This is how we're able to see how it looks. This is how we're able to modify it and do whatever we want with it. Now, we're going to save this so we can start fresh. As you can see, it disappeared because we don't have any builds done. The first thing that you're going to want to do is type in the word vertex. This defines your starting point for where you want to build your object. And there's three axes that we use in OpenBVE when developing. We have the x-axis, which is this red line. We have the y-axis, this green line, and then we have the z-axis, which is this blue line. Anything to the left of the red line on the x-axis is negative. Anything to the bottom of the y line, the green line, is negative, and anything to this side of the blue line, the right side, because we have to look at it from this way, the right side of the blue line is negative. We're going to be building along the z-axis today, so what we're going to start with is vertex 0, 0, 0. This code defines that our object will start here at this vertex of 0, 0, 0 on the coordinate plane. If we're building across the z-axis, the value that's going to be changing here is this final 0 in the code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this code again, and I'm going to set it to 2. This defines the length of our shape that we're building in the z-axis. So this means that this length will be of 2. Remember, we're not touching the x-axis because we're not building along that. This value stays constant. This first 0 stays constant throughout the entire time that we're building this, because we don't really need it. Next, we're going to change the height of our square. And the way to do that, we're going to type 2 into the second value right here of 0, which is the y-axis. This means that with a length of 2, the height of this square, will also be 2. So we're at 0, 2, 2. And lastly, we need to close the square. So how we're going to do that is by typing in 0, 2, 0. The height is going to stay the same, but we need to close the square. And if we start here, we move 2, 2, and back to 0. Kind of like a 360-degree rotation right here. So this is our square complete. Now if we save this and try to load it in Object Viewer, nothing's going to happen. Well, why is that? Here's the thing. This does build the square, yes, but it's not going to actually appear in our object unless you make a face. So we need to type in a face command, and for this video I'm going to use face 2 so you can see the square on both sides. If we typed it in as face, you only see it on one side. We're going to use face 2, and we need to start it like this: 0, 1, 2, 3. The reason we do this is because 0 is considered a value in BVE, and we can't just skip to 1, 2, 3, and 4 because that would make the whole thing invalid. 0 counts as a value here, and we don't have 5 faces. Since we have 4 faces, we can type this out. The 0 is equal to 1, the 1 is equal to 2, the 2 is equal to 3, and the 3 is equal to 4. Now if we save this and we open it up here, boom, we have one square completely built, just like that. And in more tutorials, I'm going to go over how to make other shapes like cubes, and how to build things like station objects, and how to place textures on these cubes. But for this tutorial, now you know how to create a simple cube, 2D shape using this basic code. So I'm going to leave a link to this object in this video in the comments, so keep a lookout for that. And I want you guys to try and fiddle with this. See if you can create, even change the values of X, Y, and Z. See if you can create more shapes. Thank you guys for watching this video, this tutorial. I hope this helped out. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.